What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Name Toys video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have another WWE full set review on the brand new WWE Elite Decade of Domination Series number 2 wave. Featured right here in front of you. We got the whole wave. I don't know if I'm going to also review Triple H, simply because I reviewed him like a couple months ago. I got him from Mattel, and I did a really early review on this guy, so if you guys want to go check that out, I'll still pull him out of the packaging and everything and let you guys see it, but I'm not going to do a full in-depth review. Here's that figure. Huge shout out to Mattel for getting that review in early, but I did want to go ahead and grab an extra one because I remember when we saw images of this guy, I really wanted to do some fix-ups, so we are going to do surgery on this full wave. I plan on getting some extras of this wave as well because my area should be getting them. Shout out to my man John. You guys have seen John in Toy Hunts. He picked up this full wave for me yesterday, and we got everything sealed away, and I could not be more excited to review this full set, guys. So check your Walmarts. This Elite 79, 80, 81, all hitting. The Undertaker Walmart Collector's Edition, the 30-year Taker, is also hitting in stock, guys. But here is the full packaging. You got all their images on the side of the packaging right here. We'll go through one by one and show the full front viewing window. Here is Big Show in all his glory. And a really cool thing about this wave, guys, is we also covered it in the Triple H review. Down here where it says Decade of Domination, you get images of the talent, and at the top of the packaging. So you get like images throughout the decade of the talent, and then you got an image of the guys on the back. You got the rest of the figures in the wave, and then on the other side you get this cool like paint splatter effect with more images of the talent. So I think this packaging is really cool. It's like they're really celebrating a decade. Here's Beth Phoenix. You got more images of Beth Phoenix down here, up here. On the back, the same image. You got little bio reads, of course. You got the rest of the figures in the wave. More images of Beth there. Next up, you have Kofi, who I know a lot of people are going to be crapping on because of his knee pads. I mean, just look at him. Hopefully the figure's not that bad, but you get images of Kofi here, images of Kofi up there. You get the image of Kofi on the back. Little bio read. KOFI Kingston again. And then we've already covered Triple H in another video, so you guys can go check that out if you would like. But here is Kane, which is one of the ones that I was probably most excited for. But you get images of Kane here. More images of Kane right here. You get the cool image with the rag on the head right there. Oh, dude, that is early 2000s Kane if I've ever seen it. But that is pretty much the full figures before we crack them out of the packaging, guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead, knock all these guys out of their packaging, and take a closer look at what the Decade of Domination Series 2 is all about. Alright guys, so here's the full wave out of the packaging. Got some things going on, some things I'm not so happy about, some things I am very enthralled about, and we're going to get into all the different things about it. As you guys can see, from left to right, we have Kane, Triple H, KOFI Kingston, Beth Phoenix, and the...
Whoa! I think you're going to wind up with a snap neck from the choke slam. You think you got the courage to step in the ring?
The biggest show of them all. So I guess what we can do is just work right to left, and we'll get through all the good things, cover all their accessories and everything like that. So let's dive into Big Show, guys. First off, Big Show, this head sculpt is absolutely spectacular. I think this is one of the better Big Show head sculpts. You got a pissed off Big Show right there, and I think that works out pretty damn good for Big Show. I like this head sculpt a lot. I like the torso we got going on. He's very giant. His hands look really good. Also, his interchangeable hands are also big, so you love to see that. I remember a long time ago they would have just, you know, they would have just gave him regular interchangeable hands when Big Show's hands are absolutely massive, so you love to see that. Not only does he come with interchangeable choke slam slash mic holding hands, he has his fists, and he also has this chair, which is going to be his WrestleMania 24 chair. Now, I don't know if this is the actual chair, but if this is the actual chair that they used, this is god-awful. WrestleMania 24, got some superstars there. This is fine, but this as the main chair seat, just the Big Show's giant face.
Whoa!
And then you got Big Show written in little letters with this clear background right here. That's a terrible commemorative chair. If anybody went to this show, sat on the floor, and has this chair and it's real, first of all, send it to me. Second of all, get your money back, because that's a god-awful commemorative chair. And that's all I got to say about that. We've seen chairs like this before. It's the commemorative chair sort of piece. It kind of feels puffy. It's got a sticker over the top. My camera is being a piece of ish, not wanting to focus, but there you go. The rest of the figure, guys, is just your regular black singlet. Really like this torso mold going on right here. It's kind of wonky when you look at it from afar, and you just kind of see that it's a painted on singlet. It just looks a bit odd to me, not having any sculpt whatsoever on it, but it's not the biggest deal. It's not a huge deal. It just kind of looks odd from this angle here. You do get his leg tattoo, you get his arm tattoo, big black boots, he's got double jointed knees and all the stuff, and he is on ball joints. So this Big Show can do the splitsies. He's got a lot of good stuff going on, and if you guys want to see a comparison between another pissed off angry Big Show, here's our comparison, you got the camo one on the left, which I definitely like more as far as an attire is concerned. However, you know, when you think of the Big Show and you think of the Ruthless Aggression area, you think of just regular black singlet. And yeah, here's the difference between the two. You guys can see the difference in the True Effects technology and the regular sculpted technology. So there you go. There is the Big Show. Whoa. I also like the lip color he's got going on over there. Now for Beth Phoenix, she doesn't really come with a lot, guys. She comes with the Women's Championship, which we've seen many times before, but it looks really good. I like the sparkle going on, the little, you know, the brightness and the shininess of the gold. She also comes with interchangeable mic holding hands, which are also beautiful to see. Really like the way these look. And then we have her interchangeable hands here, which are her entrance hands, I guess. She doesn't have any, you know, nail polish or anything. They're just regular skin tone. This is a really good Beth Phoenix head sculpt. I think this is really damn good. It looks just like her. I like the blonde hair and everything. The only thing I don't really like about the figure is the attire. I don't like the green, man. It just kind of looks odd to me. I feel like she had other attires that would have been better, but maybe it's because we've gotten some of those, maybe. I don't know what the deal is there, but you guys can see she's got the Phoenix logo there. She's got the Phoenix logo there. She also has pinless joints on her knees, and if you guys did not know, I wanted to make a whole separate video about this, and I guess I probably will, but moving forward, guys, they are going to start incorporating double jointed arms and knees in every Elite. They're starting out with the Elite 85 Bray and the Elite 85 Becky Lynch, and from now on, we are going to be getting double jointed arms and knees, but they're going to be pinless, so it's kind of a con and a pro. Now, I'm all about double jointed, and it's just going to hurt some of the customization that we can do, and we'll have to see how well you can interchange it. We'll probably do a whole separate video on it, but having these pinless joints like this, I don't know, it doesn't really work for me on the knees. Like, every figure I've gotten with pinless knees always has these marks on the knees. You guys can see these marks that are always on the knees there, and then the legs just get like this real, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, first of all, the double joint knee is not as good as you would maybe think. Like, it just won't rotate, and that was the same problem with my Angelo Dawkins. You guys remember my Elite 81 Angelo Dawkins would not rotate at the knee. Like, it would bend pretty good, but the second joint wouldn't bend as good, and you guys can kind of see, I don't know, it's just a little bit odd, and it gets a little loosey there at the bottom. I just hope that they improve upon it as we go through, and maybe it'll be better and better as we get through it, but Elite 85 starting there. They're starting out with Becky Lynch. With the women's figures having double jointed arms and double jointed knees, they're going to change the game even more than we already thought, and then all the men's figures having double jointed arms, I can't even imagine it, bro. Like, we're about to enter prime time for pick fetting and stop motion and stuff, because we're going to be able to do a lot more range of motion. Poses are going to be a lot easier. It's just going to be a lot less of a headache, but this Beth Phoenix figure is meh, even though the head sculpt is bomb. I do like that about it. Let's move on to Kofi Kingston, guys. This figure right here may be one of the worst in the set, and we're going to rank it at the very end, so stay tuned for the ranking of the set. But starting out first at the top, I like the head sculpt a lot. I like his headband he's got going. This short style is the way his hair was. Torso looks good. He's got his tattoos. He's got his wristbands in the black, yellow, and green. I like the tights. You got the flag there on the butt. It does say Kingston. One thing that looks a little bit odd is this KI right here on this Kingston on the butt. You can see how, like, close that is, and then as it goes, it gets, like, I don't know, it's just very weird. It's just very odd looking. Like, you see how close that is? It's just like the print got a little bit messed up, but I like the yellow attire and everything like that. He does not have knee pads. They painted on the knee pads, which is very weird. I don't know why they did that. I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but you have painted on, or I guess the thighs are actually painted on. If you know what you could do? You could probably acetone all of this skin tone off of the legs and just make this whole figure in yellow tights. I think that is a thing. It probably look a bit wonky because stripes would come out of nowhere, but they painted this skin tone over these yellow legs, and that just looks a little bit odd. I think he definitely needs knee pads, but the yellow kick pads look good with the black and the stripes and everything. I really like that. He does come with his entrance ricochet hands. SOS. You guys get the deal. So he's got the SOS. He's got the entrance hands. God, I miss Pyro. He also comes with mic holding hands, and he also comes with these jogging pants, which is kind of a throwback to his Elite 9 figure that came with very similar, like, yellow and black gear, and then he had these, you know, he had the jogging pants on there. I'm going to go ahead and put these on the figure so you guys can see what they look like on the figure. So here's the Kofi Kingston with the jogging pants on there. I think it looks pretty good. It definitely fits the figure way better than their Elite 9 figure. Their Elite 9 figure, the pants were way too wide and baggy, but these look really good on here. You got the yellow stripes down the side, but I'm just going to leave Kofi like that. One thing I will say is my torso is a little bit loose, and my shoulder, like, is having that theme problem. You guys remember that, and it is not going out, and it's really bothering the hell out of me. I cannot freaking stand that shit when that happens, man. Buy a brand new figure, can't even flex the damn shoulder. Really upsets me. Next up, guys, we have Triple H. Again, we did a full in-depth review of him, but he does come in his Elimination Chamber gear. He's got a water bottle accessory, comes with a World Heavyweight Championship, interchangeable hands, and he has the sledgehammer. So you get a lot of really good stuff with Triple H. He probably is one of my favorites in the set. He is a damn good figure over there. And then last but not least, guys, we have my figure that I was probably most excited for, and that's got to be the Kane from 2002. You guys can see here, we have the unmasked head sculpt where he came unmasked on Monday Night Raw. Remember it like it was yesterday, freaking out as a kid. I think I was like 6 years old when this happened. I was either 6 or 7. Regardless, this looks just like the head sculpt. Like, he's got the facial hair and the little brown, he's got the black smudges, he's got his hair all crazy because his hair was crazy back then. And I don't know, I know a lot of people who are older crapped on it, but me being a kid and like seeing what Kane finally looked like, I remember freaking the hell out. I remember it being a huge deal. You also get this mask accessory that goes over the top of this, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to go over this. I think this is supposed to be more of like a removal, so I don't think you're supposed to leave it like this because this looks kind of stupid, to be honest with you. But, you know, you're supposed to recreate the moment where he pulls off his mask or whatever. But there's the mask sculpt. I don't know how accurate that is, but there is the mask sculpt. We've seen that a few times. He also comes with the interchangeable bald head sculpt because after he unmasked, he shaved his head and he got all cleaned up, and this is badass, man. The early 2000s shirtless Kane, or like, you know, the 2003 era of Kane, what you would do is you would just pop that off and then you would plop on the bald head sculpt, and I'm gonna have to get maybe one more version of this figure. I got an extra one. God almighty, dude, this head sculpt does not want to pop on here. This is kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you apply a little heat, it'll definitely be easier. So here's the interchange head sculpt, and I love this. I want a look like this with the black towel, but I also want an unmasked version, and I need a masked version too, so that's another version that I'm gonna need for the Kane timeline over there on the shelf. But I like all the different straps and everything going on. This is pretty much his look from Here Comes the Pain, if you guys remember that. He's got the gloved hand here, he's got the gauntlet hand over here. I would have liked to seen the sculpted removable gauntlet that they use on the other Kane figure. Not a huge deal, but he has the big black elbow pads. He also has the straps going down. You got some nice designs going on over there. You got some different flame stuff going on, and then he has his really sick boots on that he wore around this time. They have the buckles, they have the little pieces and stuff right here. This is pretty much a re-release of the ringside exclusive Kane from all those years ago. That was one of the most sought after ringside exclusives, but now that they've re-released this, I mean, it is what it is. If you have that figure mock, I'd say that's absolutely pristine, like that's absolutely epic. But now with the re-release of this, I'm sure that will drop in value just a little bit, at least not mock. If it's mock, then you're probably good, but if it's loose, it'll still be worth something, but it won't be near what it was, I don't think. I could be wrong about that, but I love this Kane. I think it is sick as hell, and if you guys want to see a comparison between like 02 Kane and then 03, 04, 05 Kane, here you go right here. So here you have the shirtless Kane with the stitching tights, and then you have the other version right there, and yeah, dude, Kane's just so good, man. One of my favorites of all time. What a baller. I hate to see what he's become. Every time he comes back, I'm like, why? Just leave. Just stay retired. Kane died for me in like 2012, at least the character like this, you know, like 2011, he was gone. But that is the full wave, guys. Let's go ahead and rank them. I want to rank them from worst to best. Alright, so starting out at the bottom of the ranking, this one was really tough for me. I didn't know which one to go with. Oh, dude. I think at the end of the day, I gotta go with the KOFI Kingston, simply because mine has so many problems. If I had a pristine figure that didn't have a locked shoulder, that didn't have a loose ab crunch, that just wasn't so frustrating, I'd probably rank him higher. Like, because I think this figure in pristine condition is probably better than the Beth Phoenix, but my ranking and how many problems mine has, and he also has paint marks on his face. He has green and yellow on his freaking face. Look at this. Look at that right there. So my KOFI has a ton of issues. So coming in at the bottom, I have KOFI. Next, I have Beth Phoenix. After that, I have Big Show, and I really love the Triple H and the Kane figure, but I guess at the end of the day, since I've never owned this Kane and everything, and this Triple H is pretty similar, I'm gonna go Kane at the number 1 spot and Triple H at the number 2. So this would be my official ranking. KOFI, Beth, Big Show, Triple H, and Kane. And if this KOFI didn't have all those problems, it may be third, but for me, he's coming in at the bottom because of all the issues. But that is going to do it for the Decade of Dominance Series number 2 review, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you think of the thing down in the comment section below. We do have to get into 2 random shoutouts because we did miss our shoutout from yesterday. So the first shoutout is going to go to Michael Davis, who says Basic Lana. Basically described her whole career. That was absolutely hilarious. Shout out to him for that one. I thought this was pretty good. I was doing a toy hunt. If you guys missed the toy hunt from yesterday, definitely go check it out. Pretty good toy hunt that we had going on there. JoJo and the wifey tagged along on that one, but Michael says Basic Lana because I was describing the figures that we were finding, and we did find a Basic Lana. There you go. Funny comment from Michael Davis. Shout out to him. And then the second comment shout out is going to go to Elaine Frausto. Says no one. Literally no one. JoJo screaming in the background. And that is exactly what he did, Brad. Go check out the toy hunt. Pretty good stuff. JoJo was letting us know how he felt about the figures. But a huge shout out to Elaine for that comment. Guys, if you guys would like a comment shout out in a future video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and leave a like on the video for a potential shout out in our next video or a future video. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the Decade of Domination wave. Overall, really excited for the wave. I think we got some pretty good stuff going on right here. I really wish we could get an overall Ruthless Aggression wave, but you know, whatever the case is. But anyways, guys, I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't cross the line.